Oh, it was Demi Dodisha with BTR, right? Was eventually the one that went to the finals. But I think that anybody could have gone to the finals for sure.
Here we go. No more talk. No more speculation. It comes down to the draft. How you perform, how you execute. This is where it starts. It's BTR. Suns on the play, banning out the Kadira. So they know. They know the Coffin wants to go fast.
Yep.
Yeah, I can tell you for sure, Team Triple Esports during the MPL Mina and even during their international tour, they were playing the Karida to its maximum full potential. And there's a really good fun fact here. When Triple Esports came back to us, this roster, because we have seen these players play under the name Wild Axe earlier on in Mina, but this time they are playing under the name Triple Esports. Once they changed, I can tell you for sure, they adopted one way of playing, and that's the Echo Philippines. If you guys can remember, Echo is so known with this Kadita and like pick off.
That's right.
Roamer.
It's the Echo Express is what it's called.
Yeah.
But here, what is this? The Triple Express?
The Triple Express.
Triple time.
Triple, yeah, I love it. Triple time.
No, that's actually their thing.
Oh.
Is this the first time we see Super Opa from Team BTR?
No, the first time we're seeing Akash.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Akash.
Akash coming in. Here's the Nolan ban. This is an oddly slow draft. Like, both coaches are taking their time. Both coaches are considering their options because, mind you, if a hero gets banned, not only do you protect yourself from it, but you also can't pick it.
Yep.
So you're looking for good trades.
Yep.
And I think that's why even Coach Lyric is taking slower, is because he wants to make these 2 picks on the clapback much, much stronger.
And what are those heroes? Obviously, the Guinevere is going to be up there, the Matilda, heroes that actually speed up your tempo.
The Feramus.
The Feramus.
Feramus.
I think Triple Esports, very good ban on the Joy. Obviously, you don't want... Whenever... It's like a dichotomy. There was one time where when an Eve is banned, you have to ban the Farsa. When a Valentine is banned, you have to ban the Feramus. Esmeralda for Uranus. Something along those lines. If Nolan is banned, you would want to ban also the Joy because it's like they're yin and yang. If one team picks up the Nolan, the other team must pick the Joy.
It's 2 coins on the same side.
Yeah, for sure. Team Triple Esports and also BTR are taking all the time that's offered by this draft because they are using every second. I don't know if it's about instructions, but yeah, as you said, Guinevere is up there somewhere, and for Team BTR, they keep focusing on Tarazan, but I can tell you for sure, Tarazan loves his utility heroes, so we might expect a Fredrin coming from him.
Oh yeah, Fredrin has become a breakout hero once again, right? Especially when we thought his reign of terror was over. Here he comes around, swinging again with his one-handed axe, one-handed great sword.
Great sword, yeah.
See value in me. Oh, there's a fairy miss. Oh no, the Valentina comes through.
Valen Matilda is open.
Is to trick.
All right.
Okay. I can imagine that Fredrin has stayed for
a year.
Literally from M4.
More than even.
Yeah.
More than.
So one might argue like 14, 15 months of sheer dominance.
See, value. I think this time you have the Matilda for BTR as well as the Valentina. Those are the 2 heroes that I'm looking at looking at them. Might be the first pick.
My own path.
It's Arlet. So I think you can still go Bruno Matilda here for Triple Esports.
Yeah, we didn't mention the Bruno. Bruno's so good.
Yep.
Bruno is usually a first pickable or first bannable. There he is, going into the hands of Triple Esports. Something else to note. What I'm loving, by the way, in the first phase, second pick, right? 2 and 3 for 1, 3 for red.
Yeah.
The Minotaur. I can't believe, I don't know if these stats are updated, fellas, but Minotaur is 71%?
Yeah.
He's so good. He also answers the Claude.
That's right.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
You can. You don't want to pick up the Matilda anymore if you're BTR unless you confirm that this will be an XP Arlet. At the same time, you don't want to give the Minotaur to the other side. So this is a bit of a conundrum for BTR. Then again, they can pick up the Baksha this time, as well as the Lilia. Baksha Lilia perhaps is a good option here for BTR.
Well, if Team Triple Esports want to go for this, I would say, hospital meta kind of support thing.
Yeah.
Team Triple Esports actually so far haven't shown me a lot except for a Rafaela, I would say. But
Yeah.
as you said, Baxia joining here with
Yeah.
the Lilia, this is a really good prediction coming from you, Wolf.
Oh,
but
thank you.
Team Triple Esports, oh, they pick it so fast.
Yeah, it's some artists. They want to speed it up, so we don't see the Valiant Frederick anymore.
The Minotaur, which side would you favor to have that Minotaur?
BTR, perhaps? Because, however, the Valentina being available for Triple Esports, they might feel that they don't need it, actually. So BTR, they might just be banning out something like a Terizla. It will be difficult to deal with. Terizla as well as Benedetta are the heroes that I see BTR should be banning. Franco, interesting.
Yeah, as I told you, pick off heroes, that's the specialty of Tro. But after banning the
of course, of
Ixia,
course.
after banning the Ixia and like making the road easier
Yeah.
for the Bruno, do you think, Leo, that we will see Bruno form? Oh, they are focusing so hard on making Sano have a really easy time there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's less about Sano having an easy time and more about Sano getting there faster.
Yeah.
Even if it's difficult, even if he has to rotate quickly, if he has to compromise his farm, as long as he can help Tarzan
Yeah.
snowball, because that's what you do as a Martis. You don't want to be on the Martis as a defensive hero, as a defensive player. Then, yeah, that's the play here. Again, triple time for Triple
Triple
Esports.
time. Thinking about like something somewhere along the lines of a Cho, a Minotaur for Triple Esports. Obviously, the Minotaur it's quite slow if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
But then again, it fits the profile because what happens is if they fourth pick the Minotaur, the Claude is not the best for BTR.
And that Cho is actually one of the signature hero, if not the best hero that Cho plays. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a pick here.
Yeah, I think Cho just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it was.
Or Matilda.
It was a solid pick up until
Yeah.
we saw that Matilda was available.
Oh, 2-0.
Right? Because again, I watched their matchup against Onyx, and Troll was on the Cho, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Matilda, that would have had a little more damage.
Yeah.
Troll doesn't need the extra out. Troll just
Yeah.
needs to confirm the kills.
That's right.
Helping with the disengage, having that Matilda, do you think that Team Triple Esports will have the better rotation or the faster one at least?
It's Martis Matilda. It's pretty strong.
So
Then you have the
good.
Valentina. Triple time for Triple Esports.
Matilda.
Yep. That means BTR, they need a defensive hero. That's somewhere along the lines of a Terizla again. Then maybe they will be thinking between Claude as well as perhaps the Claude or Beatrix. All right.
All right, there she is.
Oh.
Then there's the protection
Ruby.
hero, the Ruby. Okay.
There's a lot of crowd control for BTR.
Yeah. You can go Paquito, I think, if you're Triple Esports, or a Bennett, or actually Yu Zhong.
Yep.
Yu Zhong.
Find
Yu
that
Zhong is
Bea.
the perfect hero. They
Oh,
want
actually,
Terizla. Okay.
They go classic. They go classic. So after seeing the draft from both sides, which side are you leaning towards? I think that BTR have the most crowd control. And you do love that, Wolf.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
do you say that they have a better draft here?
The Matilda plus the Martis is just such a scary duo. And then
Yeah.
if you add in the mix the Valentina, they have a Ruby, which is, BTR, they have the Ruby, but it might not be enough. It's a defense hero, but against like a Matilda, Valentina, Martis, it's gonna be difficult to deal with. So I think I'm leaning more towards Triple Esports here this time.
Well, in terms of defense, I would go with Team BTR. I bet they can hold on a really good defense, but I don't know if it comes to this. But let's go to the Land of Dawn.
Game 1 in this best of 3. Again, the gloves are off, pal. No holds barred. No inhibitions. It's all on the line here for their last best of 3 here on the world stage. It's Bigatron Suns going up against Triple E Sports. Let's check out these early rotations. It's going to be key for Triple to go triple time. Something to note about BTR Suns. Yes, we can mention how they're defensive, right?
Yeah.
Why does BTR Suns have that tendency? Why do they always, some way, somehow, halfway through the draft, suddenly go, yeah, we're going to play defensive?
Yeah.
Well, looking at this from my own perspective, I don't know why would you bet on going to the defense. It's a really risky strategy here, but
Yeah.
looking at their composition, I think that having the Beatrix will help you so much with the whip clearance, and not just that, even the burst coming from Syndra and the Lilia.
Yeah.
So the rotation will be also fast, right, Wolf? I think that having the Baxia will make the rotation so fast for Team Bigatron.
Yeah. And I think, to kind of add to answering, Leo's inquiry.
Yes.
I think it's mainly because of their gold. I think the reason why they go defensive is because they want Super Upa to be a more successful.
Oh,
Like, that's
Super
what I
Upa.
noticed, that they
Oh.
go for
Oh.
peel.
Oh,
That's gold lane violence right there.
oh.
My goodness.
And Sano is just not letting up. Sano is not letting up. I think that is in their DNA because Upa is known as Upa the Destroyer.
Yes.
Different from many gold laners or many athletes in our great esport, he doesn't like attacking heroes. He likes attacking objectives. He likes attacking turrets. So I understand why you want to play defensive. You want to kind of have pressure elsewhere on the map so that Upa can do Upa things.
Well, even though I kind of expect to see Syndra controlling that mid lane wave, but it seems like Coffin is the one pressuring.
Yeah. And you can see the Triple Esports, they're taking advantage of this Matilda plus the Valentina lane. They're already bullying Syndra as well as Akashi. It's going to be pretty critical eventually. Sanji, the XP laner.
Uh-oh. Troll commits the flicker, down to a third of his health. Popping that regen. Tarzan with the pull. Turtle here, seeing that close to half health. Gonna get soft reset. Akashi coming through. Turtle stays. Health at a fourth. Look at Boozy. Boozy holding down. Puissance comes through. Tarzan secures the penalty zone from Sanji. Buzizio coming from the side, helping Akashi secure a kill. Circling Eagle. Oh no, Bigatron Suns collapsing. Triple unable to capitalize on their turtle take. And they are going to have to back off. What a turn from the Suns.
That was really good coming out from BTR when it comes to the killing, especially because Black eventually got into position. However, imagine if Akashi just landed the stun while they were going for the 50-50 retry battle. If the timing was a lot better, because BTR could have really taken that turtle. But then again, they got the kills anyways, and Triple Esports will just trade off when it comes to like that turtle fight.
Well, speaking of Buzizio here, I would say that he was nearly down from the side of Team Bigatron, and when it comes to that trade, it was a kill to a turtle, which ties the numbers here. Team Triple Esports actually are trying... Oh, what is that?
Buzizio jumps onto Tarzan. Wrong target. Use the iframe, dodging the stun. Down under. It's a 1v1 between the Arlet and the Terizla. They're just waiting. Circling on Syndra. Uses the flicker, still has 1 HP, does not need to use the black shoes. Bigatron Suns gets away.
Wow, not having a mana and living like that? What an escape from Syndra.
Top lane though, it seems to be like very Sano-sided. As you can see, he's a level ahead of Super Upa. Super Upa eventually will get to level 6, but when it comes to gold, that's 300 gold, and obviously the Has Claws or Sano picked up very early means that he can sustain himself.
Buzizio.
Look at the lifesteal from that.
Yep, he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind. And Coffin is just around the corner. So is Troll. Sano, he knows, not gonna force it. Barely in range of this gold cart. He's all right.
Yeah, tying the numbers in the top lane and then going back to the mid lane duties, we can see that the turtle fight is about to begin between Team Triple Esports and Bigatron. And so far, Black is the only arrival from the XP lane. But Sanji with the flicker, he can pull off something.
Huge presence from both teams. Circling Eagle on the Black does not cancel it. Sanji misses the penalty zone. No one home. Final slash coming in from Black. Flickering on out. Sanji here down to half his health. Guiding wins from Troll. Thank you very much. Turtle gonna get reset here. Triple Esports gets nothing as a Bigatron Suns circle around, patrolling. They know the objective still stands.
Yep. Tarzan almost level 8. Buzizio's just level 7. There's a chance that Triple Esports just waits out their level advantage onto Tarzan. And they may just be waiting. Look at the clear on the mid lane. Gonna be focusing on it. And yeah, Tarzan eventually get to level 8 because of the Little Wanderer.
I wonder. I cannot help but to wonder why there is no focus whatsoever so far on the turrets. No one committed to any turret dive yet.
Here we go. We'll get the answer in just a bit. Penalties on one more time.
Oh my God.
4 big targets for Sanji. Akashi falls. Next up on the docket is Black. Tarzan finds the decimate and converts straight into a turtle. Triple Esports going triple time.
And that was a turtle dance, if I haven't seen anything before coming out from Triple Esports. very well done because Coffin was actually baiting out BTR Suns, and when they clumped up together, eventually there was the flicker to raise the penalty zone play. Then Coffin just activates the black shoes. All of a sudden, he's in front of everyone, landing the first second combo, the 1-2 skill combo, and then they just died afterwards. What a turtle dance from Triple Esports.
Wow, it was a perfect gameplay out there in the bot lane, but also the brothers' instinct coming from Cho, saving everyone. And now we can see an engage from Troll as well.
Uh-oh, Circling Eagle committed on the 2. That's Tarzan dancing on up. Oh, nice pull. He's offended. Troll taking a bit of the turret damage. Syndra
Sanji
pops him, drops him, stopping Triple Esports from assaulting Bigatron Suns jungle. Tarzan goes as well. 2 for none. Bigatron Suns. What a clapback.
And that was because of Syndra just activating the black shoes right on time, just baiting out Tarzan, already committed with the decimate, doesn't get the kill.
Good
That's
eye
gonna hurt.
sniper. I'll shoot. You run underneath his turret. Super Rupa taking quite a bit of damage. Down to 10th of his health from the backline. Coffin steals away the I'm offended
Oh my
and
goodness.
killing Super Rupa at maximum range.
Fire, friendly fire there. Friendly fire there. Flicker ultimate coming from Coffin, taking down what is supposed to protect Super Upa, and he goes down.
What a resource for Valentina this is. Coffin just adjusting on the fly, finding one ultimate, and actually takes use of it for additional range.
Okay, in hindsight, it wasn't much range. When I say maximum range,
Yeah.
it's literally like just right in front of
That's
him.
right.
But he did what he did, right?
Yeah.
He did what he needed to do. That's a big target.
That's a massive target. In fact, one of the better usages of the flicker coming out from Coffin, and now they're ahead by 2,000 gold. You know what's best about that play up top is they were able to get the turret up, so they were able to push.
Yeah, no, and they're also making space
Whoa.
for this turtle takedown bottom. Cyclone Eye displacing Buzizio, at least getting him out of harm's way as Triple Esports puts eyes on this final turtle of Game 1. Less than half health. No one from Bigatron Suns actually contesting Tarzan scores, but a lot of space made up on top for Black. This fight in mid waiting to happen. Both teams playing footsies, checking.
5 members from Team Triple Esports walking together, clearing the way for a third turtle, actually. So when it comes to neutral objectives, Triple Esports have a triple turtle.
That's right. Now that
Not
means
wrong.
Genius 1 for Coffin. Oh, the Exhort Boots! Didn't think that I will see this in M5.
Oh,
Gotta be the Exhort Boots on Coffin.
We go. Was it?
It is. Just recently picked it up. Before the item graphic showed up, Coffin actually picked it up. That's why it didn't reflect.
I was staring at it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, that's not the Exhort boost, but
Yeah.
we'll check in just a bit. Black here in trouble. 2v1 commits the flicker.
Oh, Tarzan.
Chunky enough. Vengeance from 1, vengeance from 2. The real fight down bottom in the jungle. Akash committing the flicker, and the old Sano gets taken down by Super Upa. I don't take down turrets. I take down gold laners, son. As Coffin comes in, steals the black shoes, places him right in front of Super Upa. Not a good place to be in when you got a fully cocked and loaded Beatrix. They both disengage.
Triple Esports, you saw that. For some reason, Sano was in the middle of everyone, and that's actually a massive play coming up from BTR. They clipped the lead down to 1.7k. They're still trailing a lot. And here comes Tarzan, not going to be able to land any assassination play.
yeah. When it comes at least to objectives for me, for the turret special, Triple Esports are doing a really decent job here. But Team Bigatron, once now, and right now actually, even though they are behind in gold, they can go in and dig into the turrets. BTR, I think they kind of gained the confidence after the last team fight, right?
That's why they call him Super Upa, man. Upa the
Yeah.
Destroyer, just taking down turrets. Even if they are behind by
Oh,
about 2,000,
Syndra.
he's still finding a way.
Whoa.
Syndra, black shoes into the Cyclone Eye, not enough to stop Tarzan. And the fight continues. Super Upa underneath the turret. Oh, that could have been disaster if he didn't flicker out.
Good tumble and then flicker out.
Final slash on the Coffin, stole away the black shoes. Wolf, you were saying.
Well, yeah, good tumble and flicker coming out from Super Upa, but that means that a lot of ultimate as well as resources are spent. Lord, onto BTR side for
Yep.
now.
That's a
Yeah.
good pull coming in from Buzizio, but they are a man down. Troll commits a
Tarzan.
surge like
Whoa.
Eagle. Akash keeping them in place. Look at this. A big all collapse onto Buzizio. As he uses the Poissons, they take out Troll.
The Lord.
Sanji's penalty zone, not in a good position. No follow through. It was all just a sham. It was smoke and mirrors. We were actually going for the Lord. Triple Esports scores.
A circling eagle carrying both brothers together, taking one, or at least zoning Team Bigatron away, and a sacrificial lamb there to secure the first Lord for Team Triple E Sports.
And apart from that, Sano positioned
Yeah,
himself well.
there it is.
Yeah.
Literally in front of Bozizio, the exhort boots that you are looking at. I guess for some of the viewers that may not be familiar about this we just use it in the Philippines where you don't really literally call it exhort, but it kind of sounds good though.
Yeah, it was
Isn't
made popular by
Yeah.
an old MPL Philippines veteran, an MSC champion, an
That's
MPL
right.
champion, Dexter Exhort Martinez.
That's
Well,
right.
isn't it too early right now to see the roaming boots on the Valentina?
Yeah,
though?
it's already 8 minutes. You saw
Ah.
that in 8 minutes, so it won't matter as much. So, yeah, it was neither early nor late. It was just the right,
Okay,
right
see you.
time.
Here we go, Sanji coming in, looking for a big penalty zone. They find Black, they do find the turret, so it's enough to zone him.
Yeah.
Going down to that bot lane second turret, they can make Bigatron's Sons stay behind their inhibitor turrets, and so far they are successful. Team Triple Esports are taking one objective after the other. What does Team Bigatron have to do, Wolf, to get back into the game right now?
Yeah, they just have to find a good opening. They still have the combo. You have the Ruby ultimate, and then the penetration. Jinxed it. I would have said that they should be conserving that penetration onto valuable targets, especially if they lock down targets. Let's just say you have the pull already from the Don't Run Wolf King. If you layer that up with the Bennett's Rage, there is a lot of damage that can come out from that. You have killing potential already. Then you have the follow-up. Anyways, if stragglers come up,
Yeah.
for example, like the Valentina, if that Valentina survives after the Bennett's Rage, you still have the Lilia anyways. You still have Bozizio to chase it down and Black with the initiation. So Bennett's Rage is going to play a very important role here for BTR.
I think that Coffin at this moment is so annoying to Team Bigatron because he doesn't just disengage with Troll's second skill and also having that heal. He also have a heal, or like a roaming heal shoes for his own. Not just that, he also always steals the black shoes. So at some point, I think that Triple Esports and Coffin especially is so annoying to Team Bigatron, hard to catch.
Yeah, no, it changes the tempo of the battle, and it already gives Bigatron Suns defensive lineup another layer of aggressive engages
Yeah.
to worry about. So Triple Esports, yeah, no, this is a good way to keep this almost 5K gold lead up 13 minutes in.
With the Wind of Nature available there for Sano as they are gearing up now for the next Lord fight. 1,000 gold ahead of the Beatrix. It still is a very difficult situation now for BTR Sun, especially because Tarzan is level 15, Bozizio is fresh off of level 14. The damage output coming out from Sano is gonna be critical for BTR to deal with, because I saw in the previous Lord fight, Sano actually zoned out Bozizio after the initiation coming out from the Matilda Martis.
Yep.
Oh.
It's not as easy if you're staring down a Bruno that's built up like this, especially when you're down on levels. Lord here getting pulled out. Down on third of his health. Sano catches a face full of bullets with Super Upa. And now the
Conceal.
Brazilians come on through. It's our Lord now. Get out of the river, Triple. They
Oh.
reset.
Oh my god, Bigatron Suns, they asked for that defense gameplay and now they have it in their hands. It's time to show that their jab will work as magic.
All right, the Lord Dance continues. They engage. Circle Eagle canceled out by a move coming in. The committing. Penalty zone on the one. Jumping through. Double kill. Decimate on Decimate from Tarzan. And now Black is in trouble. Black goes down. Sano hits a goal. Syndra and Boozy left. Triple E Sports gonna go ahead and commit aggression on the lanes while Tarzan goes for the Lord.
What a wonderful dance coming out from Triple Esports. They reset the Lord, and then during the mid lane fight, everybody from BTR stayed in the mid lane, and you saw that Teresa, well, Sanji, the XP laner for Triple Esports, finds a good opening with the flicker play and the penalty zone, quickly followed up by the Matilda with his own flicker play. So Triple Esports have utilized their battle spells so well that game. It all stemmed from their positioning and the way that they reset the Lord, the idea that they had. You gotta have to say, Coach Lyric really taught this team well.
Yeah, and now by Team Triple Esports having that enhanced Lord and one more wave pushing in for Team Bigatron Suns. Not just that, the lanes are frozen down. Team Triple Esports are in control of the map so far. There's no gold lead, or like I wouldn't say there's a much difference between both gold laners, but rather 8K gold lead so far for Triple Esports in a matter of 16 minutes.
Yeah, the gold is elsewhere. And sometimes you would say that's actually worse than it all being on the gold laner. Because we've seen that Bigatron Suns can actually find Sano. They can punish him. But if the gold is on everyone else, then all the more Triple Esports is a threat to be reckoned with. And now they're just committing the right amount of effort. Oh wow, Bigatron Suns actually able to protect their top lane inhibitor. How about mid though? There's still a wave down there. Sano able to kick it down. Mid lane gonna get cleared in. Troll playing with range. So far, Bigatron Suns keeps 2 inhibitors.
Not so bad at all. Not too shabby at all from BTR Suns with that defense. They're going to be giving up the bottom lane, the push as well. That's Triple Esports. What they can do now is to take over the jungle at least. Get all those orange and those green camps.
Choke him out.
Orange actually is responding in 5 seconds, so...
Oh no! Coffin! Coffin gets caught out! Now there's 5 of the final slash onto 2! Sano gets jumped on! They're collapsing!
Guiding Wind!
They're collapsing! The Guiding Wind's able to save the footballer! And now they're backing out! They're backing out! Family zone from Sanji from the back! And now Sano says, "Psych!" The fight continues! Super Hoopa gets collapsed on! Sano takes him down! Triple Esports coming through! But Black able to find a clutch! Final slash, but Tarzan is jumping on a target after target! That's a decimate. Buzizio falls as well. 3 for 1, the current trade. What an amazing trade for Triple. And they find another. Sano falls. 2 on 3. Tarzan takes down inhibitor in mid. Black able to help clear that wave down bottom. Both teams can breathe.
Unable to finish this game with not having any damage whatsoever to the turrets. Let's break down what happened, Wolf. What did just happen between those teams?
A good punish from BTR Suns. We did say the penetration is the most important spell now for BTR. You saw how they were able to destroy that Valentina ever so quickly. Then they run down the members of Triple Esports. Gonna have to hand it to the Matilda though. He was the one to rush to get out. And when they eventually got out the Bruno, all they had to do was to wait for the Guiding Wind to be up once again after the stun. They get out, and then the Circling Eagle for the counter. But of course, Sanji let him cook. Well, that's a different Sanji.
Different Sanji.
I think that this time he is also cooking.
Yeah, learning from Echo is something, but having 2 Sanjis is something else. Let's look here. Team Triple Esports are trying to zone or like to control this Lord area, but still Bigatron Suns can go in and commit to it. Having Black as a sacrificial lamb, having Black to go in and just disrupt the composition or like the positionings of Team Triple Esports. 6K, I wouldn't say that much of a lead in the late game because Bigatron Suns have the defense needed and have the damage also needed. Well, Zizio at some point I saw that he's not completing his items, meaning that he's trying to defend multiple damages or like trying to absorb as much damage as he can with the gold he have.
I wonder what play Coffin as well as Troll will be trying to do down the bottom lane. Yeah, they're just going to be clearing it out. They're going to try to win this Lord Dance once again, and that's the long lane. And at the first set of trouble, they just back out.
That's right,
Freeze?
forcing Sanji to use the Winter Trunch. And it all caught all those ults. What a play from Sanji. Now, Triple Esports, it's their turn to turn around. Big Circle plus a penalty zone. Sanji's turn to clap back. Super Upa finding the ground. And now it's a 5v4 as Triple Esports goes in. Guns blazing. Aggression. Pulls to the wall. Putting pedal to the metal as another falls. It's Black. Now a 5v3. Triple Esports let go of the Lord. They thought it was endable, but the waves in mid and top aren't exactly where they want it to be.
They want to focus on the bottom lane. That's Sano as well as Troll. And then it's going to be Tarzan to take over the Lord fight. Sano even might be interested in getting the orange. No, it's not. It doesn't have the time. We confirming the push. I think that the Lilia will have enough defense for this after the third push.
Yeah, having the best of both worlds.
Oh,
Akash with the Eye of Offended. Syndra uses the black shoes, putting himself up back to full health. Triple Esports just buying time. Bigatron can't leave the base, confirming all but this Lord.
Clearing the jungle, taking the Lord, also making the map wide open. There's no inhibitor turrets whatsoever. The Crystal is wide open for the taken team. Triple Esports are now in the driver's seat.
How do you stop this? Gonna have to prepare your glooms as Syndra. Gonna be setting those up as a trap. At the same time though, it's 20 minutes in, so the charges will not be, the charges of the cooldown for the charges is quite fast, especially because of the updates onto the Lilia in the late game. It's actually a pretty strong hero when it comes to defense as well as offense.
Well, I really do like BTR, as I said earlier in this draft. I said that BTR have a potential draft that can go for a long defense. Also, Leo agreed with me on that. And right now, this is the ultimate test for them. With Ruby, with the crowd control coming from her, also from the Arlot, with the clearance that Beatrix can provide. Also, the Lilia. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Circling Eagle already from Troll, just spacing out those two backliners from Bigatron
Sanji.
Suns. Lauren gonna get taken care of. Penalty zone by Sanji. Already out popping Akash's immortality, and Black here down to a fifth of his
Sano.
health. Sanji losing his immortality, using the Wind Trojan one more time. Guiding Winds out of harm's way. Bigatron Suns holding on, just clearing the way. One more Circling Eagle. Big catch as Buzizio gets knocked up. The penetration clearing the wave. The base here at Hamel, final slash, but
Sano.
only before Akash falls. The base has gotten overloaded. Triple Esports take game one.
Sano just scored a goal for Team Triple E Sports. Having that crystal wide open was just what he needed.
A great draft coming up from Triple Esports allowed them to play their own playstyle, their gameplay. A very fast triple time. That is the strategy now for Triple Esports. You saw how well they utilized this Matilda from the start up until the finish. Laning stage, they utilized that Matilda and the Valentina to kind of bully the Lilia out of that lane, and then eventually transition into the Turtle. And you're gonna have to hand it to Triple Esports as well. They showed us a turtle dance in the first Turtle, where they were able to win it with their ultimates that they've had. They're even like resetting the Turtle at certain points. It was a pretty smart way to deal with it. And then, come the mid-game, their Lord Dances were even more beautiful to watch, you know?
What I really do like about the draft and about how the way Team Triple Esports executed, and especially there's one member, Sanji, whenever he's there, whenever he have this flicker, and at some point we will see it in the highlights when he used that freeze, taking all these ultimates. That was perfect.
So good. That one moment in that bush,
Yeah.
Sanji bought what? 3 ults.
Yes.
He forced out 3 ults to no response. And I love 9 out of 10 of his penalty zones.
Yes.
Amazing. But who is worth getting the MVP?
Oh, he
it was
is.
him. It was him all along. Sanji on his Terizla.
And I think even the first Turtle fight was because of his good usage of the penalty zone. And remember the mid lane, where it was actually the big turning point for the entirety of Triple Esports. The flicker play that caught the Beatrix, immediately followed up by another flicker play coming up from the Matilda with the Guiding Wind to bring out one damage dealer to eventually overrun the Beatrix and then win the team fights for them. You're going to see through the highlights how good these penalty zone usages were.
Yeah, indeed. We will see together right now the highlights, seeing Sanji and his penalty zone. This is the first one.
Gonna be a very beautiful turtle dance, in fact. Sanji taken out, and Tarzan gets it. And then we're gonna see it again. Good 4-man penalty zone, of course, followed up by a lot of damage coming out from Triple Esports. You're gonna see it once again. Try for the invade this time. Gonna be another good penalty zone coming out from Sanji himself. Tarzan eventually taken out, and they were duly punished from their transgressions. Try to chase Syndra, but look at those flickers. Unfortunately, will not be enough. They will be taken out once again. Look at that. Sanji catching Super Upa. Immediate flicker from Troll, and then Tarzan was there to finish it off. It was like it was an alley, if you think about it, or maybe it's like a baton pass, you know? Like a relay, where everybody was just running. It was a marathon for Triple Esports, whereas for the side of BTR, they are just going to be ran over because of the speed of tempo play coming out from Triple Esports.
Yeah, no, it was a dive on dive on dive. If anything, the Guiding Winds was only really to course correct. It was only to really find a better way to re-engage. And here towards the final moments of game number 1, you'll see that the counter maneuvers, or how do I say, the turn from BTR Suns got overloaded. And so was the base with all the minions coming through.
Yeah, and Sano obviously knowing that there's no final slash anymore, not a problem at all. Goes in for the base, eventually the base building, and then takes him out. That's going to be Triple Esports winning game number 1. Nothing too fancy when it comes to the emblem choices for teams. One thing that I do want to take note is that it's Impure Rage on the Matilda. Um, which means that the poke that you saw coming out from Troll as the roaming Matilda was actually very painful. That's the reason why this Akash Ruby as well as Syndra Lilia really struggled in the mid lane. The pokes that came out of the Matilda allowed them to win the mid lane, which also meant that the Valentina had significant amount of gold advantage over Syndra in the early stages of the match.
Well, I cannot help but to admire also Sano's repositioning with that Bruno, using the help that was offered to him by Troll. And there's something that will make you guys, will put you guys in shock. He is a jungler. He's not even a gold laner. He had to adjust after the problems that the gold laner of this team had. Yeah. So Sano, with this gameplay, I think he quite got experience with Triple Esports.
Yeah, no, it makes sense also because he's the rich guy, right?
Yeah.
He's in the gold lane, but as a jungler these days, you know that you always have to be picking up something from your creeps somewhere on the map, and that he took that play style of being a jungler into now his role as a gold laner, and it shows.
And you can see that eventually BTR will be able to prolong the game. That kind of tells us that, okay, BTR, they're not pushovers. They know what to do. They drafted this set of heroes because they know how to use it. There were important moments for Super Upa to land at the Bennett's Rage. And you saw that it was able to eventually take out Coffin, but you gotta expect more from him. So maybe come the next game, they want to activate Super Upa more if they are going to play for the Beatrix once again. Because you understand what they wanted to go with it. Final Slash, you have the Ruby Ultimate, you have AoE lockdowns that could have been great as a setup for the Bennett's Rage to eventually make sense of this Beatrix. Otherwise, they should have just chosen something like a Claude that will rely on counter initiation or